Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, everybody watching us right here. How are you doing? It's the Body Show. They call me N6. And of course, to be honest, I can't, this hurts me, but I have to tell you this. Tenny cannot make it to the show today. I'm crying. So she can't make it, but even better, guess who is going to be wilding out with you guys for the next 30 minutes? Of course, it's just me right here on The Body Show, and I've got so much gist and information for you guys, so don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss 1 second of the show today. We do this every weekday, 10:30 to 11 in the a.m., so of course, just tune into Cool TV on Star Times and enjoy the buddies, okay? Now, today, we always kick off the show with Today in History. Now, Today in History, listen carefully to this one. Today in History is the Navy Day, okay? Now, so in Nigeria, one thing I've always loved the Navy for is that whole white and white, okay? You just see a man in a white and white ensemble with the hat and, you know, the ship business and then there are white shoes. The Navy is so dope. So today is Navy Day, okay? Navy SEALs. If you're a Navy man, if you're married to someone in the Navy, if you've always wanted to join the Navy, today's your day. It's the Navy Day, okay? Go check it out. So let's celebrate the Navy people for once, all right? Now, another one, jumping into my stories for the day right here on The Body Show. They call me N6, and of course, it is Cool TV. This was in the news, and it got me worried, okay? Now, policemen worldwide have been getting a bad rep lately for their attitude and their behavior, and this one was one of them. Now, this happened all the way in Germany, and a British tourist was knifed in the butt cheeks by a policeman because he was crossing the road too slowly in Germany. Not in Africa, not in Lagos, in Germany. And that for me, that kind of spooked me out. Now, a British tourist was knifed in the German capital, Berlin, by an off-duty policeman who decided that he and a companion were dawdling while crossing the road. I mean, you can do that in Britain, but don't bring that nonsense around here in Berlin. Now, his bosses say the policeman was driving along a street in the fashionable New Cologne district of the city at about 4 a.m. on Sunday morning when he saw the duo on the Maybach chauffeur scene of textile and the food markets, okay? Now, they said he confronted the men verbally and words were exchanged. He then got out of his car and followed the two men aged 19 and 24. According to the police, he struck the older man in the face and stabbed him in the right butt cheek with a knife he brandished, all right? Now, the victim needed treatment for his wounds in a local hospital but was soon released, and the men have returned to the UK and ended their holiday, all right? Now, it was reported that the duo had been in a disco hall called the Loftus Hall, which staged a mammoth Halloween party at the weekend. Local media reported this, that the mammoth Halloween party, when they were leaving the party, they were just rambling away, in which they were crossing the road in front of the officer's car, and that kind of triggered the officer and led to the attack, all right? Now, the policeman is 29 years old, and you wonder, he should have known better. That's all I'm thinking. But he's claimed that one of the two young men attacked him with a knife, first of all. Police reported that the off-duty officer also sustained a wound on his hand, which needed to be treated in hospital as well. Now, an investigation of the officer on suspicion of carrying an illegal weapon has begun, and it's thought that he has been suspended from duty while the probing goes on. And it gets me worried. I really understand. Policemen have a very dangerous job, but it's starting to lead to a certain level of paranoia. And if you check it out, in the world over, policemen have been getting a bad rep for behaviors such as this one, all right? So if you're a policeman, learn to take a chill pill, okay? The buddies say so. That's my first story of the day. Now, story number two, everybody has always wondered, who was the guy that dated Beyonce before she became Beyonce, and how did he break up with her and then she went on to become a mega superstar? Now, the boyfriend of Beyonce, Beyonce's first boyfriend, has betrayed her. He's doing a tell-all story. He's going to post this one in the media. And I don't know, am I interested? Beyonce is big now. She's got a kid. She's married to Jay-Z, one of my personal idols. Am I interested in what her first loser boyfriend has to say? I'm not too sure. Listen carefully to this one. Lyndon, Beyonce's first love, cooperated with author J. Randy Taraborelli for his upcoming tell-all book, Becoming Beyonce, The Untold Story. Dun, 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 dun. Becoming Beyonce. It's just bollocks, isn't it? Now, an excerpt from Becoming Beyonce on the reads, she was 16, and Lyndall was driving Beyonce and her cousin Angie to the beach in a 5-car convoy of friends. Now, a car suddenly pulled up in front of them, crossed to the side of the road, and flipped and fell right off the highway. Lyndall screeched to a halt and raced down the embankment to check on the occupants of the other car who were unharmed. When he returned, Beyonce and Angie had driven off. When I finally got a lift home, I was furious. Beyonce told me I can't be around a mess like that. I have to think smart, and staying there would not have been smart. Beyonce had been about that celebrity business from day one, all right? So Becoming Beyonce, The Untold Story, will go on sale everywhere on October the 27th. I have friends like that. I'm not going to call names. I've had friends who, they've been celebrities for such a long time, it affects them, okay? So check this one out. A car flips over, and everyone is running to try and save the people. And Beyonce is like, nope, because when the press come there, they're going to leave all of you out of it and start harassing me. Young Beyonce, okay? So she'd always had that superstar mentality. And this cracks me up because that's how Beyonce's sister was beating her husband inside lift. Beyonce didn't even put mouth, she just face front. Aha. Get where I'm coming from? She just put a Beyonce on them. So it's not today. Beyonce has been about this onlooking business, okay? So check it out. His name is Lyndall, and he's got a book coming out. It's a tell-all book about the early years of Beyonce, and it's called Becoming Beyonce. Definitely worth checking out. It's going to be everywhere, October the 27th. And if I can get it on PDF, I'm going to buy it for myself, you know, just to give myself an insight into who or what Beyonce used to be. Okay? Now, I've got quite a lot of stories for you. This one was a huge celebration in the nation of Guatemala. Now, one of the popular comedians over there, and this one got me thinking, basket mouth, I go die, I go save. You guys just might have something here, okay? Now, this one happened in Guatemala. Now, a popular comedian won the presidential election in Guatemala. Wow. It happens in Africa a lot. Comedians win elections in Africa too. Not really the popular ones, just funny people. Yeah, so a popular TV comic actor and stand-up comedian, Jimmy Morales, with no prior political experience, has been elected the president of Guatemala. Look at him right there, handsome fellow. Jimmy Morales, okay? So the 46-year-old won by a landslide victory Sunday, October the 25th, by taking more than 72% of the votes for the day. Now, his biggest opponent was from Guatemala's First Lady, Sandra Torres. How did a comedian beat the First Lady? I don't get it. In some other countries, the First Lady is a comedian as well. Okay, don't quote me. Now, as president, I received a mandate, and the mandate of the people of Guatemala is to fight against the corruption that is consuming us. God bless and thank you. And this was what Jimmy Morales had to say after he won the Guatemalan presidential election. I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him. Every Nigerian comedian right now, put your hand on the TV screen and use Jimmy Morales as a point of contact. And you never know, one day you just wake up and Ali Baba will be president of Nigeria, or maybe Basket Mouth, or maybe Agodai, or maybe Igos. You never know. Okay? An election was called for last month after the country's former president, Otto Perez Molina, stepped down in the face of a massive bribery scandal. Molina is now in a military prison. To make you understand, it hasn't been all rosy in Guatemala. But hey, Mr. Jimmy Morales, would you let former President Molina out of prison and let him go? Or would you leave him up to the legal process? All of this waits to be seen. Hopefully his country doesn't end up in one big joke. See what I did there? Okay then, Don't go anywhere. It's The Body Show. They call me N6, and I'll be right back. It's Cool TV. Hello, everyone out there. It's still The Body Show. Of course, they call me N6, and we love to do this with you every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, 10:30 to 11. There's nowhere in the world you'd rather be than tuned into Cool TV right now watching The Buddies, okay? So, my name is N6, as I've told you before, and I'll give you a quick rundown of everything we've gisted so far. This is the second half of the show, and we'll be wrapping this up by 11, all right? So, the first story of the day, two British tourists got attacked by an off-duty policeman in Germany, and one of them got stabbed. They've since returned back to England, but the police officer is going to be getting quite a bit of a court hearing in Germany to ascertain if he was right or wrong, or if he just used good old excessive force. Now, another story, Beyonce's first boyfriend, the snitch, Lyndall. Lyndall is writing a book which is going to be coming out on October the 27th. It's called Becoming Beyonce, The Untold Story. And he's going to be telling all how he remembers Beyonce from the really early days, let's say when she was about 16, 17, okay? Now, that's another one. Now, my third story that I also gave you guys today, popular comedian won the presidential election in Guatemala. Are you joking? One day we'll just wake up in this country and who's a funny guy? Who's a funny guy? AY will be president of Nigeria. No, not possible. All right, his name is Jimmy Morales, and he's got no prior political experience, and he just won and has been elected the president of Guatemala. Now, there's a bit of a controversy to that one. I'll tell you this. The election was called for last month. The country's former president, the Guatemala former president, Otto Perez Molina, was forced to step down in the face of a bribery scandal. Molina is now in a military prison. And as we like to say in Nigeria, if you don't spoil for one person, you no go better for another person, all right? So that's how Jimmy Morales got his handsome self as president, okay? Now, I'll take you over to another story, but before I do that, I would love to tell you how to follow us on social media, all right? So follow us on social media, The Body Show, Cool TV, on the following platforms. We've got 5 major platforms where you can hang out with us. The first one is twitter.com, Cool TV Buddies. The second one, facebook.com, Cool TV Buddies. The third one, Instagram, the Instagram application, the picture sharing and video sharing application. Cool TV has Cool TV Nigeria. We've got a fabulous Instagram page. You definitely want to check that out. And then the fourth one, youtube.com, the Cool TV YouTube channel. And last but not least, number five, download the Cool TV application from your app store. And it doesn't matter if you use an Android, you go to the Play Store. If you use an iPhone, you go to the iStore, all right? Love you. Go do that. Now, this one is also rather crazy. Kendall and Kylie Jenner are in the news, and they're being sued for a substantial amount of money. Now, Kendall and Kylie Jenner have been hit with a lawsuit after they allegedly copied Island Company's trademarked logo. All right? Now, in this day and age of where no idea is original and anybody can take anything from anyone, you have to be really careful. Now, the famous sisters are being sued by the Resorts clothing brand founded in 2002 for reportedly using their catchphrase, quit your job, buy a ticket, get a tan, fall in love, and never return. Which is something I'd love to do, all right? Not this job. But now, the Island Company has claimed that PacSun has created T-shirts within Kendall and Kylie's clothing line with a similar motto to theirs. Now, their T-shirts say, run away, fall in love, never return. It believes this will cause a bit of confusion and deception amongst their consumers, and therefore they're suing the famous sisters, the world-famous sisters, and telling them, no, 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 no. This cannot work. It can be allowed to continue, all right? So Island Company has claimed that PacSun created T-shirts within the Kendall and Kylie clothing line with a similar motto to theirs. Remember, their motto is quit your job, buy a ticket, get a tan, fall in love, and never return. The Kendall and Kylie Jenner one is run away, fall in love, and never return. it believes it will cause confusion and deception among their consumers. Now, the Island Company, which is highly popular with the likes of Brad Pitt, Cameron Diaz, and Johnny Depp, has reportedly asked the sisters and Park's son to remove the T-shirts from their line, and it's been their trademark phrase since the year 2002. So in their phrase, they have run away, fall in love. In the Island, in their phrase, they've got quit your job, buy a ticket, get a tan, fall in love, never return. Beautiful. The Jenner sisters have run away, fall in love, never return, which I think, to be honest, it kind of sounds like it stole the idea, okay? So we'll be keeping you abreast of this information as it unfolds. You never know. Will they pull the clothing line off? What's going to happen? Will they sue them for some money later on? We'll keep you posted on The Body Show, okay? So it's time to wrap up the show. Do remember they call me N6. I couldn't have Tennylicious in the building with me, but she's going to be here, and that's a promise. So they call me N6. It has been a pleasure bringing you The Body Show on Cool TV today. Make it a date with me tomorrow, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Tenny will be here as well. And 10:30 all the way to 11 on Cool TV. I love you. Have a fabulous day. Ciao.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.